What's up, Dragon Ball fans, and welcome to the DBZ Ultimate Question Tag. I actually saw this over on Rhymestyle's channel, and I thought it looked fun, so I wanted to try it out. For those of you who don't know, this is a list of 21 questions pertaining to Dragon Ball all the way through GT, Super, and the video games. Now, these are only my opinions, and this list is just for fun, so sorry if any of the answers are not something you agree with. But if anyone wants to try it out for themselves, I'll leave the questions in the description. And I encourage you to try it out for yourself. Alright, question 1. Who is your favorite character and why? No question. My favorite character is Future Trunks. Now, I had no idea what Dragon Ball Z was when I was a kid until I randomly saw it on TV. And the first episode I saw was Future Trunks fighting Mecha Frieza. I was your standard kid. I watched Pokemon and other cartoons. I played Zelda, so I was used to sword fighting. But my young 8-year-old self had never seen something as badass as this sword-wielding dude who shoots fireballs, cuts someone in half, and blasts them to ashes. That was all I needed to get hooked on the franchise, and I owe it all to Trunks. Alright, question 2. Who is your favorite villain and why? Crap. No way I'm going to be able to get through this without making somebody mad. Okay, my favorite villain is Frieza, but only the Chris Ayres version. If not Chris Ayres, then Perfect Cell. I loved Linda Young as Genkai in Yu Yu Hakusho and some other shows that I've heard her in, but I just can't take her seriously as Frieza. I know there are people that are diehard fans for her, but I just can't do it. Anyway, Frieza is a great villain. He's pure evil and sadistic, but he still has that sense of class to him. He can be merciful instead of just someone who kills and destroys just for the sake of it. And he's also the most reoccurring villain in the series. He's appeared in GT, Super, several of the movies and specials, and he's also the one who used my favorite attack in the entire series. So yeah, lot to like. Okay, question 3. What is your favorite quote or statement? Until only recently, Goku screaming, "You fool!" at Frieza was my favorite. But now it's gone over to Vegeta's "My Bulma" line. Probably not even necessarily because of the line itself, it's just, I guess, a testament to how much Vegeta has changed since the beginning. And yeah, I like that. Okay, question 4. Who is your favorite female character? Android 18. I can't say that she's shown up a lot after the Android saga, and I can't even say that she's developed much as a character in Z or in Super, but I actually genuinely did like her in the Super 17 saga. I think it's shown just how much she really does care, even if she doesn't always show it. And she even played a major part in the final battle of that arc. So, yeah, Android 18. Question 5, what is your favorite fight? Future Gohan versus Future 17 and 18. The second time when he only had the one arm, that fight was amazing. The fact that the Dragon Balls weren't there as this get-out-of-jail-free card, throughout the whole movie, it just made you feel like every decision counted. And Gohan actually does lose, which showed that this wasn't your typical Dragon Ball fight. Okay, question 6. What is your favorite episode? The one where Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is killing all the Cell Juniors. He is so brutal and awesome in that episode, and I really wish that that was the Gohan that had stayed. We had seen glimpses of Gohan's power throughout the series, and this is the first episode where he got to display it. He's that way for the rest of the Cell Junior fights, but this is the one I like most because he didn't get anybody else killed in this part. Okay, question 7. What is your favorite Dragon Ball song? I don't know if this is allowed, but I would have to say the song Hero from Flow, the song that plays in Battle of Gods when Goku goes Super Saiyan against Beerus as they're launching up into space. So I think that's a real song that they just put into the movie. So if you're counting Dragon Ball only, then I would say Ginyu's Theme by Bruce Falconer. Despite the name, it actually plays during many of the series' most epic moments, like Kid Buu blowing up the Earth. So ironically, his theme lasts longer than Ginyu himself does. Alright, question 8. What is your favorite movie or special? Resurrection F is probably my favorite, but I'm actually really disappointed with the ending. So, for the whole package, I would have to say Fusion Reborn. Janemba and Gogeta were some pretty badass characters. Having a killer jelly bean version of Hell as the setting of the movie was bizarre, but hey, I liked it. And we got to see some older characters like Pikkon, who I actually liked quite a bit, even if he's kind of relegated to comedic relief here. Then Gotenks gets to kill Hitler, and we once again see some growth in Vegeta's character. Too bad it's non-canon growth. Alright, question 9. What is your favorite race? Frieza's race, or whatever they're called. In Xenoverse, Cell calls them Frost Demons, so I guess that works. It actually surprises me that with a character as important to the lore as Frieza, you'd think we'd hear more about him, his race, where they come from. Are they all that powerful, or is Frieza just the exception? But luckily we're getting Frost's appearance in Super, and I cannot wait for that. The whole race just has a menacing look to them, and they just exude power. And that is without a doubt the coolest race to play as in Xenoverse. Alright, question 10, what is my favorite game? It's the unpopular choice, I know, but I'm going to go with Raging Blast 2. I'm not going to stand here and say that it's the best mechanically because it's super easy to spam in that game, but I feel like it's the most faithful to the series. With the villains getting full transformations that mimic the show, characters finally getting the right ultimates after all these years, like Piccolo's Light Grenade, and having each and every character be fully customizable, and most of the characters having completely changeable movesets from each other, made no two fights the same. This is also where my friends could have 5v5 matches with those customized characters, and we had so much fun. I love Xenoverse, but the lack of proper multiplayer options that stick you on that tournament stage wasn't fun for me. Moving on to question 11 for the 3 or so people that stuck around after that last part. Who would you train with? I'm just going to keep it simple and say Goku. We've seen with Gohan and Oob before that he's a pretty patient teacher, and that's probably closer to what I would need. And while none of his moves originated from him, he still has some pretty cool ones. Okay, I'm actually going to be combining questions 12 and 13 because I have the same answer for both. Question 12, what is the saddest Dragon Ball moment? And question 13, what is the most shocking moment? And the answer to that is Super Boo's massacre on Kami's Lookout. Boo had just killed everyone on the planet a few episodes ago, with the exception of Hercule, Tien, and the characters that are on the lookout. So when he comes out of the hyperbolic time chamber, he kills the majority of Dragon Ball's cast, including the women and children. You're hearing them all scream one by one as they are blasted and devoured by Boo. And of course at this point you're led to believe Dende is also included in that list, so there are no more Dragon Balls. It's sad when 1 or 2 characters die, but when almost the entire cast is dead, that is beyond depressing. Alright, question 14. What is the funniest Dragon Ball moment and who is the funniest character? Beerus waking up at the beginning of Battle of Gods I think is hilarious. It seems so out of place for what Beerus' position is supposed to be, and you know instantly that he's going to be a character that you'll remember forever. Not so coincidentally, Beerus I would say is the funniest character in the series as well. He just has so many wacky, crazy moments and facial expressions that there's no way I can't think he's hilarious. Alright, question 16. How do you prefer to watch Dragon Ball? The original, Funimation, Kai, or other dub? Overall, I would say I prefer the Dragon Ball Kai dub the most, but I do have a huge problem with some of the voice actors. Some of them were changed for the better, but some of them I just don't like. So, to watch the show, I would prefer the DBZ Kai dub, but my favorite version of the dub is actually, I guess what you can call the Xenoverse dub, where they got like the original voice for Android 18 back instead of Colleen, who plays Kid Gohan and Zangya and about like 50 characters in Dragon Ball Z Kai, and I didn't like that. But overall, I really enjoyed the new voices that Kai gave for, say, Zarbon and Frieza, the Ginyu Force, Android 19, etc. So, yeah, DBZ Kai. Alright, question 17. What is something I have of Dragon Ball that most fans don't have? Nothing? Well, that was uneventful. Alright, question 18. Which fake transformation, fusion, or character do you like the most? That's hard because it's hard to say what a fake transformation is. It might not be canon, but forms like Super Saiyan Bardock are still in official games and official media. So, I can't necessarily call them fake. But I suppose I have to say something, so I'm going to go with Majin Baby Janemba that was in Dragon Ball Heroes, because out of all the forms that game has ever put out, that one seems like the most never gonna happen. Alright, last 3. Here we go. Number 19. What is the number one thing you love about Dragon Ball? Well, that's pretty easy. It's the action and the characters and how they're constantly changing and evolving. Dragon Ball is always pushing the characters to improve their limits, to broaden their horizons. And let's be honest, you've all tried to shoot a Kamehameha at least once. And now, number 20 is the opposite thing. What is the number one thing you hate about Dragon Ball? And that one's even easier to answer. It's Goku. Or rather, the series' dependency on Goku. In a series full of awesome characters that have unique backstories, unique ways of fighting, unique personalities, why do they always have to rely on Goku? I mentioned before that Resurrection F was my favorite movie, but the ending killed it, and that is because of Goku. He fought Frieza in the original series, and that was good. He even got to fight Frieza in the new movie, and that was good. But then why does someone like Vegeta, who has hated Frieza his entire life, not get a chance to win? So many people like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Perfect Cell, because Gohan got to shine as the main character. And I don't blame them. They should have stuck with that. Or at the very least, didn't jump completely into relying on Goku again. And Super had the chance to fix it, and they didn't take it. The dependency on Goku is the thing I hate most about Dragon Ball. And finally, where does the Dragon Ball series rank in my favorite anime of all time? Probably number 5 or 6. Dragon Ball was the first anime I ever watched, and for a long time it was the only one I ever watched. But as I got older and started watching other shows, Yu Yu Hakusho, Code Geass, Death Note, it fell more and more behind as those shows continued to grow their characters. But I will always love the Dragon Ball series, and I look forward to seeing where it will go in the future. And that ends this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.